Hey there, so today we have another review. This is another Bigfoot. Told you guys I hated this freaking thing. And you know, got a whole flack on it on Beer Advocate about it, did a rant about it. And I thought I'd age it, but I have one more bottle, so maybe I'll age that bottle. It hasn't been that long, but it's been a little bit since I've had this beer. And I thought I'd see if my palate's changed. I mean, most likely not. Again, like I already walked into it knowing like, I don't know. And then I gave it a shot, and let's give it another shot. You know, like again, your palate also does shift as you get more and more familiar with the beer. And you know, even after all these years of having reviewed beer, thinking about beer, tasting beer, building my palate, my palate has definitely changed. I mean, I just thought about it yesterday. Like my opinion on a main beer company finally, lunch specifically, changed. Like just after basically almost a decade of having drank that beer, I was like, oh wow, this beer, you know, I have a different opinion about it, right? So beer comes in a really nice kind of medium to deep amber color. Yeah, but like a nice mahogany brownish to it. Maybe deep amber to maybe light brown actually. Yeah, maybe something like that. But nice tan head on that. You know, honestly, it smells more attractive than it did when I first had it. I get this little bit of like light grapefruity character, a little bit of kind of just old school American fruitiness. Not like the days of like Citra and like Mosaic and bombs, you know, even Fruity Simcoe. This is that kind of like, I actually don't even know what specific hop they use, but I think it's maybe, I'd assume it's maybe Chinook or something, but it's got this like zippy, zesty, little bit of like citrus peel thing that old IPAs used to have, where it's just like a faint hint of fruitiness versus like boom, boom, boom. This tastes like mangoes and passion fruit, da 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 da. Underneath is the pine, a little bit of like dankness, a little bit of this kind of like the earthiness is definitely there too. Definitely that malt, sticky caramel sweetness. And there's also red fruit in here, sure, like a nice kind of like ripe strawberry thing. Cheers, yeah. You know what? It's still a very abrasive beer. Like objectively, this beer is just bitter. It's very bitter. But, you know, with a different perspective, again, I'm really blown away. People love it that much. Like, I'm still getting like those characteristics that I was just getting, but obviously it's the same freaking beer, and I'm tasting the same freaking stuff. It's just like, you know, where your perspective and where your brain is, where your opinion sort of hits. It is still very earthy. It's still very bitter. It's still very root driven. Again, these flavors are not, I'm surprised like Western people like this, but it's very Eastern medicine, like herbal, like goji berries too. Oh, it definitely has a lot of like red fruit character, like dates and strawberry and goji berries. Interesting. You know, honestly, I'm really not hating it as much as I did before. That's really nice. Like the bitterness doesn't come off as strong and abrasive as my first time. You know, my initial impression having, you know, this is my second to last bottle of a 6-pack that I bought. As I wait more, I'm getting a little bit more of that kind of like balancing toasty caramelly malt character that I was hunting for the first time I had it. But now like the bitterness is not as offensive. Again, objectively, this is still like a wildly abrasive beer. Like I mean, you can't say that like this is a beer. It was like, oh, I'm gonna introduce somebody to beer and let me give them an American Barleywine, right? Like it's just on the scale of like balance of sweetness and bitterness. This is one of the most like abrasively bitter beer styles / examples you can give to somebody. Like if I had to choose, like, all right, this is a very easy beer to get someone into craft beer, and I choose the opposite. Like, what is something like what? What if I didn't want the kids to ever drink beer, and they got to drinking age? I'm like, oh yeah, let me tell you how bad beer is. You'd give them this. You'd be like, all right, you want something big, boozy, and bitter that is not very attractive to, you know, novice palates on beer? Then like, yeah, they're not gonna like this. Yeah. I mean, my opinion stands that it's a very, like, you know, it's like giving somebody like hardcore punk or metal. Like, it's not easy to get into. It's just like, it's not pretty. But I'm appreciating it more and more. For some reason, the bitterness is not as abrasive. Like, it's just toned down just a hair for me. like at least my perspective when I first started. Had this the last time, and I can appreciate it a little bit more. It's actually not that terrible. Again, I still will stand by the fact that this is probably my least favorite, one of my least favorite styles. And obviously, I'm allowed to have opinions. Obviously, I can like dislike literally like maybe two. Whatever. There's like maybe this and like Belgian Dark Strong that I'm not a huge fan of, but I like everything else, which is like again miles above the diversity of palates of all craft beer drinkers that I've ever met. Like I like everything literally. So the fact that I maybe like this less than everybody else is not a crazy thing, not a crazy opinion to have. I mean, I'm allowed to have my opinions versus like, crazy other opinions involve like, well, I just don't drink hoppy beer. I'm like, bro, you're literally like, like I don't drink anything that's amber, right? Like I don't drink anything that's like under 6%, right? Like it's just like, bro, like you just like cut out so much of craft beer versus I'm actually pretty okay with it. I'm actually not offended by this beer. It is still a very punchy beer. Like it is bitter. For me, yeah, it's not my favorite, but it's fine. All right. Darwin's going to give you another rating. Jesus. Do I have to give this rating? I guess I have to. It is Darwin's beer reviews after all. As I'm drinking more, I'm getting more of that kind of like brown sugared, caramelly, lightly toffee, malty sweetness. It's really tasty. So I'm very much more enjoying this now. 79. C plus is a good rating. Yeah. If I hated this thing before, I feel C plus is a strong rating. 79. Until next time, guys. Cheers later.